The following video will be a critique of Google recycling results on their pages. First, we're going to do a normal search. I'm looking up a specific month and date. It's one that is going to give controversial results. Now, that isn't the only component needed. It literally could be something completely benign. But I'm typing this in because that will get this to absolutely show up on your computer, even if Google doesn't want you to see this happening. The claim is that they get 9.4 billion results approximately from looking up a date. Now remember, I didn't specify the time range. I can hit Tools and activate that and say I want you to limit the time range, which I'm going to do. I'm going to use the custom time range. If you're not aware of it, Google has been collecting data for a fairly long period of time and has ancillary data from previous to them existing from the internet by getting information they purchased. So there's a huge amount of time range. So I'm going to give it from today's date back to the year 2000 in a minute. But let's look at this two ways. Number one, we're leaving it as stock as possible. I'm only blocking a little bit of what's going on the page, just mostly so it doesn't bring up a pop-up and try to ask me, is this your password, or some other security violating thing. I've also blocked it showing my IP address and or my physical location. Hopefully that actually works this time. Dear Google, stop exposing information about people on the internet, you lummoxes. Anyway, I'm going to hit page down. I'm not going to, end. I'm not going to hit page down. We're not going to troll through the pages. Going all the way to the end of the page here, and let's see if it actually does what I told it. I'm running it through a proxy in a particular town in Oregon, but let's see what happens. Now we have the More Results button. Now we're just going to hover over it, and it says google.com search client Firefox. That's not needed. And then the query is the date, and then ampersand AOMD1. Now if I right click it and copy the link, I can, if I want to, let's go over here, put this link over here. Now I'm going to get rid of the client as Firefox because that's not needed, number one. And number two, that shouldn't be able to be there. Also, I'm going to be disabling JavaScript in a minute. You'll notice if I go up to the top, it's the same page. It's using the same page over and over again. When it goes down there and says more results, it just brings up the same results. Now we're going to turn off JavaScript for the site and reload, both with and without the reference to Firefox. And you notice that some of the stuff on the right has been put in the middle. That right there has been. These are things I'd like to block and never see again, because people also ask, is almost never related to what I'm looking up. I'll do that later, but for purposes of illustration, I'm doing this. Now, because JavaScript is turned off, when I go to the bottom, it literally shows that. Now, remember, this is this one here. Now, I'm just going to grab this entire string, copy, and put it over here. This is our original result. We'll go to the bottom of it. Looks literally identical, except for the font size. Let's put this in without the ampersand AOM yada 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 on it, which is ampersand AOMD equals 1. And it does that whether the JavaScript is enabled or not. Okay, we're now down here. They're literally identical. I'm going to hit page up on this page. Page up once. Go here. Page up once. This is supposed to be the extra added on stuff, the next page of data. Let's page up one more. And page up one more. As we go further down the page, entropy requires that they not be literally identical. Let's go up again, page up, and then go to the next tab. Page up. They may not be identical. Yeah, they are. Page up, and then go page up. And by the way, I did this with JavaScript enabled, and it did the same thing on what it claimed was the next page. So let's close this. Let's go all the way to the bottom, and I'm going to hit more results and see what happens. Did it even try? Okay, let's go to the bottom. If I hit more results, it shouldn't say AOMD equals 1. Yes, it does. So what we're seeing here is that it won't show that many results ever. Now again, we'll turn on JavaScript again completely. And it says there's 9 billion results. Thank you for telling us you're hiding 9 billion results. You're not allowed to see all of this. So let's try the next hack. Out of the 9 billion results, How many results are there? I'm looking for any posting that claims to have been made from January 1st to December of 2024. Yes, I know that date looks weird. All right? We're looking at the same thing. We have JavaScript enabled, nothing altered here. It's even thrown this little sidebar over here where I hate it. Let's hit the end of the page. Not even going to try. Oh, there are only 300 results besides the one page. Now, obviously, there could be 9 billion people mentioning it and 9 billion pages that simply reference the time and date stamp. But they've decided to sort it by, in some cases, throwing up Wikipedia, and in almost all cases, only throwing up what is acceptable. Now, except when it comes to YouTube. Oh, well, the Discovery and the Learning Channel and all the other channels that put up non-science crap and non-fact-based stuff and fake history stuff, because they literally put up bullshit, they get a pass. Okay, what else? Okay, yeah, okay. 1 year later, recap from NBC, official news source. Britannica. This is happening on every search engine, by the way. DuckDuckGo doesn't work. Start page doesn't work. You can, if you look up one of them that claims to be independent, it'll be run from China or some other country that has an axe to grind. You'll find other information, but they're going to be biases by definition. And yes, this is literally the same data. Now we're getting to commentary. Videos. Now let's go up here. We're going to type in WAPTech. I know that's stupid, but we're going to type in WAPTech with the same parameters. No, I didn't mean that, and if anybody's curious, I don't really care to discuss that. Let's move on. End of page. All the way down. 105 results besides... Oh, wow! There's one of my videos. There's another video. There's another video. Upgrading Windows Server to 2008 to 2000. WAPTech Computing. Well, I didn't do that one. WAPTech 1 was a level 0 backrooms photo taken in Japan. Actually, apparently it wasn't, because I made a stupid mistake. Yeah, I did. I made an idiotic mistake. So, oh. Yeah, I got pages. So, what the fuck? And of course, because my first letters of my channel name are WAP, you're going to get some interesting results. Do not put a space in there, and do not image search. Do not do that. Okay, let's hit back, if we can find the back button. Okay, let's look up images for January 6th with a time range of 2000 to 2024. Hit end. As it auto-loads more pages in a conventional rather than a JavaScript-based way, which means your computer is doing less work than the website. You don't want to turn on JavaScript. Eventually they'll say, hey, you're causing bandwidth issues. Show more results. Actually kind of works. But then again, pictures are very common on the internet. So, what is the purpose of this video? Number one, Google and YouTube recycle the same, let's say, 100 results. They hide 300 or more other results for something you might type in. And even for my channel, for me, it hides 300 results unnecessarily. And if I turn on JavaScript, it'll just repeat the same results over and over again, hiding 300 of them. Because they are relevant, because I have thousands of videos. Obviously, if someone's looking me up, so it claiming 9.4 billion results is an overt lie. That's if they didn't use any search filtering at all. They're heavily filtering it because they only say out of 9.4 billion results, you're only allowed to get them to show you a little over, what, 400 on this subject? Okay. MAY 5th. Hitting enter. And I'm going to get rid of the rest of the strings that seem to retain way too much crap. I mean, that's thousands of digits long. May 5th, Cinco de Mayo. All right, that's going to have a long history. Let's do May 4th. We go up here to the command line, otherwise known as the internet's DOS prompt, and hit enter. Don't even bother typing anything in here. 100,000 million, 25 billion results. Page to the end. Get all the way to the end, you idiot. Keep going. May the 4th be with you. Star Wars Day. And the more results points to, yep, it's the same link. It'll just give you the same results. Now we go up here again. We hit Tools. We hit Time Range. We set Custom Range. We wait for it to come up if it's going to. Let's see if it will. We put in the year 2000 and the year 2024, and we hit Go, and let's see what the number is. It doesn't tell us the number of results until we get all the way to the bottom, and it tells us how many there it is hiding. How much lying is it doing about May the 4th be with you, and some other things that might be on that day. This is not a currently, 300 results. There are only, let's say, 500 results total here. But they claimed originally, when we get rid of the tools, to have 20 billion results or more. 100,000 million billion, yeah. No, they're recycling the same several hundred, and they're hiding over half of them. There's no reason to do that. It doesn't improve the quality. And yeah, it is exclusively based on Google isn't a search engine. It's a information control engine. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. Good luck with that.